Spotted a DSO file in a Linux or Unix system, and curious what it does. These shared libraries enable code reuse across applications. I'm Evan Brooks, Certified Support Engineer, and I'll explain how dynamic shared objects work. Quick sidebar, for future protection, I urge you to look into a quality universal file opener. This type of program is crucial for recovering DSO files with corrupted internal metadata. A.DSO, Dynamic Shared Object. File is a compiled library of code used by programs on Unix-like operating systems, such as Linux. It is the functional equivalent of a .dll file in Windows. Developers and system administrators encounter these files when dealing with application dependencies, linking issues, or troubleshooting runtime errors like symbol not found. The .DSO file is typically in the ELF, Executable and Linkable Format. This binary format is designed for dynamic linking, allowing its code to be loaded into a process's address space at runtime. This modular design reduces executable size, saves memory by sharing common code, and allows libraries to be updated independently of the main program. The Linux community defined Linux operating system as the main handler for DSO files. Native Windows utilities may fail to correctly allocate memory for the file's execution. Windows limits direct user access as unintended edits can break essential features. Let's find the specific program that recognizes the file signature. Right-click the DSO file and hit Open With. Test Linux operating system if available. If not, choose a different app. Compatibility is the likely issue. If the DSO file won't open, don't panic. Since the software rejected the file, we need to find the root cause. Here are the 3 essential steps we will take right now to isolate the problem. First, inspecting with LDD. Use the LDD command on Linux or OTool on macOS to inspect DSO dependencies. Run LDD filename.dso to display required libraries and their resolve paths. This helps troubleshoot dynamic linking issues, identifying missing libraries, or incorrect path configurations affecting application loading. Next, listing symbols. Use the nm or objdump commands to list exported symbols from DSO files. Run nm.d filename.dso showing dynamic symbols with addresses and types. This information helps developers understand library APIs and verify symbol availability for application linking and runtime resolution. Finally, managing system libraries. Keep DSO files in standard system library directories, like usrlib or usrlocal/lib. Avoid manual modifications to system DSOs as version mismatches break dependent applications. Use package managers like apt-yum or brew for safe library management across Unix and Linux distributions. If compatibility checks failed, it is likely because the file extension name is shared by different developers for unrelated formats, causing your PC to use the wrong reading language. This professional-grade approach allows the software to analyze the file autonomously, which can offer a significantly higher chance of success for stubborn or non-standard formats. Since the manual approaches didn't work for the file, the smart move is to use FileMagick, which provides the one-click solution you need, available at filemagick.com. Tell me the status of your file in the comments. Hit the subscription button if you want faster solutions in the future.